Happy Monday!
Tell you what, man, little puff good time. I always like to do this when I'm going to make a video that's of sustenance. Oh shit, I got the clown thing going on. She keeps cutting this back, but it keeps coming out. And what? See that right there? I'm off balance, man. My equilibrium is fucked up because of my hair. For real. It grows funny. That's my alter ego trying to fucking escape out of the side of my head, and it can't, so it just pushes the hair out. I like to start off with Gig Apps Exposed. DoorDash sucks. Mr. Brian, I'd like to thank you for the bottom of my heart, and by your comments I can see that I'm not alone. I do believe a lot of people want to thank you for what you're doing. You're playing back their content, and I am talking about the flexes. It's easier just to say flexes, all the people that support Flex, and Flex can do no wrong, those people. So it's easier just to say the flexes. No sense of giving 18 shout-outs to 18 people that have poopy pants. Shout out to Jeff Thomas Black on that one. That's good stuff. Poopy pants. Well, what DoorDash Sucks is doing on Gig Apps Exposed is he is taking all the highlights out of the lives that the flexes do, and he's providing us with about 10 to 20, 30 minutes of the highlights of those lives. So we don't have to watch the whole live. I think that's fucking epic, man. Isn't that awesome? I mean, I actually got my life back just by watching Gig Apps Exposed. I got my time back. I could just watch those. Done. One and done. Boom. I don't have to watch any response videos. I don't have to do any of that. It's like the real meat and potatoes of the bullshit, which leads me to this. Well, first I'll say the real meat and potatoes of the bullshit is clearly Gig Apps Exposed is providing us that and saving us all a bunch of time, and we all know that time is money, so he's also saving us money. I once went to a 40-minute break watching a live to see what they would say, and I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't Gig Apps Exposed just fucking put that shit together in highlighted clips? I can do it in 10 minutes? Yes! My brother. So, thanks from the community there, Gig Apps Exposed. You have served us well. Now, with that said, I saw a Dad Dash on there, and oh, God. What was that? 2 days before my live went up with the DoorDash Revolution, what happened? I saw the live, and I got it from Gig Apps Exposed, where they were talking about what a joke I was, and my life was going to suck. Yeah, it was going to suck. And, I heard Roy back there using his 10-year-old voice. Oh, those guys are going to suck. He just giggles. Yeah, him. I'm like, that's an awful lot to fucking say before it even happens. So you're preempting the fucking video before it happens? You're going to assume it's going to suck before it happens? Just because we're in it? Just because us little lovelies are in it? As the Canadians would say. I'm like, wait a minute. You need to fucking watch something and dissect it before you talk about it. Otherwise, you're just assuming you're making an ass out of you, but not me. See how I changed that? So yeah, Dad Dash, that was pathetic. I heard what you said. Oh, it was really bad. That's what he told Flex. It was really bad. Dude, I had 50 in the box. I have over 300 comments on mine. That's just mine. And when that shit broke up and it went over to fucking DoorDash Revolution and popped again. Are you fucking serious right now, Dad Dash? Is the reason it sucked because we didn't talk about you? Maybe that's what it is. Now that you are. Look at this. First it was Bobby that was riding shotgun with Flex. Then it was Roy. Now it's Dad Dash. That motherfucker. He's riding third style, bitch. Yeah, you got a lot of fucking credibility. Pull out them charts, motherfucker. Let me know where I'm wrong. I'd like to make some more money. In the gig economy, I need those charts. Just don't break your fucking crayons in anger when you're rating on the charts. Dwarf, look! It's $2 a mile, goddammit! Look! I'm like, yeah, I get it, bro. Calm down, man. Put those crayons down, brother. Don't make me get out my magic marker. I will fuck those charts up and put a big X up. I will fuck your work up. You crayon whore. So I'm watching all this. I'm like, well, okay. To be expected, basically. We found a problem. We being me and my alter ego. I came across Eli. I didn't even know this was going on until just today. Oh, fuck, I gotta do this again. Thanks for making me look at the calendar. I feel like a woman getting ready for a period. What day of the week is it? I might have to put my pad on. It's the 18th of September. It's a Monday. I just caught these two videos from Eli, and Eli is really going hog wild on Robert Reese. Now, I do know what he's talking about because Robert Reese wasn't exactly putting out the red carpet for Eli. He wasn't exactly saying, hey, man, let me get you a beer, brother. Sit down next to me and my wife. Let's have dinner. This is exactly what Robert Reese said. Now, I watched it. I knew about that. My problem is this. We all have issues from time to time. Ask Jeff Thomas Black if he remembers Torp saying he was sucking on his dick or whatever the fuck it was I said. Something like that. Here's the deal. I wasn't calling out an action on a personal level. What I was calling out was an action on an event when he had went and visited with what appeared to be kind of sucking up to Cherry and Pedro and all that. And I was like, see, he's a little bit over our heads intelligently. We're just gig tubers. We don't get everything right off the bat. Well, maybe you guys do. I don't. I don't roll like that. I need a little bit more info. I mean, I might as well have been watching a troll at that point because I had no fucking clue. Like, Jeff Thomas, what are you doing? We cleared it up. I'm just like, yeah, water under the bridge now. But at the very fucking second I saw that, I was mad. So Eli and Reese, maybe you might want to take notes from that. Maybe. I just said maybe. I don't know if you guys are going to take notes from that or not, but you might want to. And if you do, it might serve you well. And maybe you'll even get more mad. But in my opinion, what I did with Jeff Thomas Black is a lot worse than what you two are doing. So if me and Jeff Thomas Black could, as it appears to be, which I believe it is to be, Okie and fucking Dokie right now, maybe you two can figure that out and do the same thing. Because you're going to go another video and then another video, or at this point lives. I know you guys do lives mostly. Another live. And you're going to keep them lives up to the point where you can't come back from them. Maybe you don't want to. I understand this. I do. Sometimes certain nerves get hit. You don't want it fixed. They just hit you so hard that you got to... It's a cancer in your emotions. There's nothing you can do about it. I've been there. I get it. I understand it. I ain't knocking anybody on that. Because I'm guilty, number one. But what I am going to say is this. If Jeff Thomas Black, I asked him to make a video response to explain his ass. After 2 fucking hours, he finally did in that live. Which I was like, you bitch. Why in the fuck you made me wait 2 hours for that? And I got a comment for him. I made a video, I think, and even said that. But when the people in your community, the people that surround you, that respect you, you might look at it like this. I've been on road trips in my life, long road trips with great friends of mine. And we spent 12 hours together in a car heading from Cincinnati to Myrtle Beach. Knew the guy for 20 years. He was such a dick going down there. I couldn't believe I even went down there with him. Now, it was just me and him. We was hoe shopping back in 1995, I think it was. We was hoe shopping. We rented out a car and went down to Myrtle Beach. Whole thing was a disaster because he became a prick on the way down there, which I knew he had the potential to be. I just didn't think he was going to be one to me. It's all right, though. We cleared it up after we got back. Wish we would have cleared it up before we got there because it ruined the whole trip. Do you feel anything here? Is any of that kind of sinking in a little bit? Now, I do realize that there's emotions that run deep. Trust me, I know. But do your due diligence and think about this for a second. There will be a no return point. Do you want that? Is that what serves you well? Is that no return point? Because you're on YouTube. What you've already done in the past will haunt you forever. So this is not going to serve you any differently. If it haunts you forever and it's not in a positive light to a current co-worker, as I like to put it, or somebody in the community that you had respect for, because I know that both of you had respect for each other just a few days ago, I would like to point out one thing. There is a no return point on YouTube. There absolutely is. Because even if you do like one more video about each other or two more, that's going to be the no return point. Already too much has been said, and people are going to say it's wishy-washy. I did one video on Jeff Thomas Black. He did one video in response. And that was it. This one's going a little bit farther. This one's in overtime. And someone's going to need a break from it. And it's going to be one of you two, and I hope it ain't neither one of you. I hope you all just pull back and let that shit ride and maybe figure it out. And if you don't, you're going to make a lot of people make decisions they don't want to be making. I'm not telling you what mine is. Don't look for that right now. I originally had my thoughts on pause about that subject with Eli and Robert Reese. And I still do, but I'm going this far with it at this point to ask you two guys for some indulgence on my end. Consider talking to each other, maybe one-on-one in another live with nobody else involved that live, just the two of you, and see what you can do. Just see what you can do. Hell, this might get worse, but it might go away. Fuck, I don't know. And it's good for views, it's good for subs, but most importantly, it's good for credibility. If you're going to get on somebody and respond to them in a negative way on a regular basis, which is what we've come down to here with Eli. I've only seen Robert Reese. They did the one or two. They might be tied at this point. My point is this. I cannot make any type of assessment whatsoever. I cannot give a judgment call whatsoever yet because I don't know everything it is that I need to know before I do. I'm not even going to say things like, well, he's my boy, he's my brother, and I got respect for him, and he's a veteran, and he's got more views. No. Right now, we're shooting out words. And those words are going to go deep. They're going to hit hard and strong. And if it keeps on going, there will be no return. And that's where this community is going to have a lot of trouble, because this is like part 2 of Jeff Thomas Black and I. But Jeff Thomas Black and I resolved that shit so quick, most people couldn't snap that fast, how fast that was taken care of. Why? Because we resolved it man to man in videos. Well, my video, his live. You could have made a 3-minute response, brother. You really had me go through the fucking whole 2 hour. I fucking wanted to get to it. I'm not going to let that go. But we're good. Beer's on me. Anyway, the point is this. Eli Reese, is there any possibility that you guys can get on a live one-on-one? And enough with inviting people in after the fact, just do it one-on-one. I suggest you do it on Robert Reese's live. This is not a setup. It's not a challenge. I just say give it a shot, because this is not going in a good position for anybody. It's not that anybody's going to win or lose. It's just you two are big content creators. You two are huge community pillars. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It is what it is. Fuck everybody with the comments like, oh, you don't know what Eli did, or Reese. No. It doesn't matter if you like them or not. They are pillars of this community. Period. They're big voices. We might want to let them work this out without anybody else's input. That's why I'm holding mine back at the moment. And don't assume you know what I think about what's going on with those two right now. Please do yourself a favor and don't do that. Okay? So, let that sink in. The two of you. All right? A lot can be learned from the big voices in the community. So let's make sure that if we're going to move forward, we do it with a little bit more credibility, as they say. So yeah, that's my 2 thoughts on it at this point. I don't have any other point. So don't ask me what I think about Reese. Don't ask me what I think about Eli. I have my own personal thoughts. They're staying stored at the moment. And if this shit continues, you might hear more about that. But if it ends, we all get to move on to the next part. I don't know what that is either, but I can't wait to see it. Anyway, continue on. Lives, videos. Do it all. Drum roll, please. Pour out.